Okay, hello guys. Good evening. How are you doing? I hope you guys are great. Welcome back to yet another more review. If this is the first time you're watching a video from me, hi there, I'm Tanya, Ugandan content creator, currently exploring out a lot of different things here in Nairobi, Kenya. Feel free to please subscribe, like, comment, and share out with friends and family. You guys, I can't even contain my excitement, but finally I'm at the Garden City Mall along Thika Road. This is one place that you guys have recommended me to do for a very long time, and I'm so glad that I saved it for the last before actually I leave Nairobi. You guys, I've never seen a clean mall and very organized with a very big spacious parking, especially compound wise, like the Garden City Mall. These guys deserve their flowers. I really was impressed by that coming into the mall. But also, there is that feeling, especially when you are in here, particularly into this mall, that you get of slightly being a high-end kind of person, if that makes sense. I love the fact that at least 1 to 2 people, whoever you find, they are actually shopping. Forget about TRL Mall, where a lot of people they are doing window shopping. Forget about the Hub Mall, where a lot of people are doing window shopping. In here, people are actually buying. I got an opportunity to bring you along Miniso. You guys know that in Uganda we just got our Miniso because I've told you throughout all the different mall videos I've done. So far I've done like 11 mall videos, but I've told you in the past that we didn't have a Miniso till a year or two ago. And coming in here and looking at all these products and trying to just bring you along, show you guys that you have some cool affordable stuff inside here. It is just mesmerizing. This is a Chinese one-stop shop that has almost everything when it comes to beauty, when it comes to day-to-day products, when it comes to, things that especially you might not find in a bigger kind of supermarket and things of a sort. One other thing, I really did like their prices, though. As you guys will be seeing, I had been to a Pandamart along Galleria Mall, and the same products were a little bit cheaper. So I don't know why their products were a little bit higher. But regardless, I was able to actually go inside there, take you guys through so that you can see the prices. They are not so, intimidating, but they are not the best. They are somehow high, believe it or not. One other thing I love about this mall, guys, is the ability to have, not actually ability, but the organization for the pharmacies to be on the first floor. I just feel like most of the malls I've been to, I've seen pharmacies and hospital at the last floor. I think that is quite inconvenient, but this particular mall, the organizers of the mall, I think, just decided to just simplify things and bring pharmacies and medical centers and clinics on the first floor. Hence, when you come in, you have the simplicity. I think that is just the simplicity of making sure you get whatever you have to get as simply as you can, because I truly know that pharmacy is something that deals with health. Regardless, I was able to check out their food courts, and you guys, nothing will compare to the Sarit Center food court. Nothing will compare to the Sarit Center food court. I like this food court. It was not so busy, but whenever I remember the Sarit Center, no. It really has a lot to offer. Yeah. One other thing I truly like about Kenya when it comes to shopping, or specifically Nairobi, is that you guys have good quality products when it comes not only to footwear, but also to other things. I've been to a couple of malls with Umoja, with Bata, and that footwear is usually very nice. Like, you can't compare. You can't really compare. And I was speaking to a couple of you guys and telling you that in case I want to buy a product, especially a footwear or a cloth, I would rather buy it in Nairobi than buying it in Uganda, because in Uganda now we get ×2 because of taxes. But regardless, this is the other wing of the food courts. They also have a garden area. But as I told you, it was quite empty. Nothing will compare. Nothing. When it comes to the food courts at the Sarit Center, no, 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 no. The food courts at Sarit Center are really, really so nice. And the organization is really so nice. I don't know if it was just infatuation that it was a Sunday and there were a lot of people and all that. But I really did like the food courts at Sarit Center. This one was nice, but no, no, no. It doesn't match according to how much I've seen and how much I've enjoyed, walking through all those different food vendors in our food courts. But regardless, we move. I like the fact that at this mall, there are different play areas. At most of the malls, for example, BBS Mall, Galleria Mall, most of the time those play areas are hidden on the last floor up. I don't know why they do that. But I like the fact that for this mall in particular, they are brought a little bit closer that in case you have a kid and, you don't need to take all the stairs, the escalators, the elevators to go up there, it is quite, accessible in simplicity. So as we go through, the mall, I'm bringing you to the second floor. Now, the second floor has this big Chinese shop, Pandamart. And Pandamart, you guys, in case you have been seeing my vlogs, you know that I'm already excited about it. I found it at Galleria Mall. That is, I believe, Langata Road. Correct me in the comment section below. But this is like the Chinese, no, this is like actually the affordable Miniso, if that makes sense. And I hope one day we have such a shop back in Kampala, Uganda, because the products in here, oh, good Lord, they are very, very affordable. I kid you not, products in here are very, very, very affordable and they don't allow actually filming, but I had to get sneak peeks for my YouTube family. I had to. And they have everything. Everything. Like, look at Naivas, look at Quickmart and Miniso in one place. That is a combination you are going to get in here. And since it's more of a Chinese founded kind of shop, in Luganda we call it Semaduka. Yeah? It means that their price is a little bit lower compared to all the others. Now I'm not saying that Miniso is not also a Chinese chain. It is, but I think this is another version of the Chinese shop. Oh God, English. The Chinese shop. Yeah, but it's a beautiful one and I just wanted to bring you along. The first floor, the second floor. When you are within Kenya or Nairobi, make sure that you come pass by. Beauty products, very, very affordable. They start from, I believe, 30 bob, 40 bob, 50 bob, all the way up. And also, I like the fact that at almost every other, not junction, but every other stop within the shop, you actually find someone to help you in case you have queries, in case you have anything like that. Now, this is another thing I did like a lot. They really do have very, very affordable skincare products. Mind you, this black soap you see, the other side in Miniso was $2.99 bob. Here it is less than $2.99. Just reverse a little bit and look at that price, And the same product back in Kampala, Uganda is going times 3. So Pandamart is the way to go. And I did find these affordable serums, cleansers, toners at a very, very affordable price. And I was really, really very, very, surprised. The organization in this section of the shop, it is screaming organization. Oh, you are cleaning, eh? Oh, this is a smart way to clean. That is a very smart way to clean. That is the reason why I want to settle here. The people. And he was just an example of how amazing those guys in there treated me. So absolutely well. So also on the second floor, you get a couple of other electronic outlet shops which sell, fridges and televisions, and a couple of more boutiques. You guys know I love my boutiques because, saying I love my boutiques, but I love boutiques that sell quality things. And Nairobi is that one place. Save your kamane, buy one good t-shirt at a very, very high price, almost 2K. But that t-shirt is going to take you for the next 10 years. So I got an opportunity to actually go through a couple of, boutiques, especially good quality boutiques. I'll not say high-end because high-end, that is, a lie. But good quality ones like Woolworth, your Woolworth is packed. Like we have a Woolworth, we have Woolworths at different points within, Uganda and Kampala. But this Woolworth, it reminds me of the Woolworth at Yaya Center, because also the one at Yaya Center resembles it a little bit, but I think this takes the crown. They have everything. I only went to the men's section. I'm very sorry for my female subscribers, but I just wanted to show you. You get a pant at 3,400 bob. That is 100,000 Ugandan shillings, but you are going to wear that pant for the next 10 years. Now, I don't know how you feel about that, guys, but let me know in the comment section below. But being a very binge reader, I did understand that whenever you buy one good thing, you save yourself of spending a lot of money within the next coming kind of period of time. So I just wanted to bring you along, show you the quality, the t-shirts. The good thing, all these t-shirts and short pants, they're also unisex. Why not? But their prices range from around 2,000, actually not 2,000, from around 1,000, bob, all the way to 5,000 bob. But the most important thing above all is that you are getting quality. I think you guys can see the material, it is actually top notch. I really did enjoy to just capture for you these moments in case someone needs a suit, in case you need to buy something for your boyfriend, also for yourself. For men watching this, make it a point that you pass via Woolworth. They didn't sponsor this video at all, but they are having actually a 30% off and a 70% off on almost every other product they have within the store. At Yaya Center, I didn't actually recognize it that they were having a percentage off, but at this particular branch, almost everything, the shoes, everything, they were having a percentage off. Now, you guys, let's talk about the architecture of this mall. I think minus the Village Market Mall and the Two Rivers Mall, when it comes to architecture wise, this mall wins. And we are going to dive into that a little bit. But I got an opportunity too to go into this shop or boutique. It's called HLA. It basically specializes in menswear. And I also wanted to give you a broader picture when it comes to men tees and other actually wear they had in here. Now, this was quite expensive because their store t-shirts start from around 2,000 all the way to 6,000 bob. And in case you are target audience or target market, voila, check them out. Now, the reason why I actually liked this mall a lot comparing to the other 11 malls I've been to is that I'm not saying that the other malls don't have a Cinemax area. These ones do have, but theirs feels so good and sleek in one way or another. You can't compare it to the same when it comes to back home in Kampala. Just check it out and you'll let me know. You can't compare. I didn't watch a movie, but you can't really compare. Now, there are more food courts on the second last floor up, but again, you can't compare to the Sarit Center food courts. Let's meet ourselves in the comment section below. But regardless, there are more of them up on this floor. There are a few kids in here because, they were touring the mall and all that, but you can't compare. You can't. Someone should object me in the comment section below. But continuing with our trip throughout the whole mall, I got an opportunity to go further up on the last top floor up. And the last top floor up has some more parking in case the main parking down, as we shall be seeing, it is full. There is also extra parking up here. The architecture, you can't compare. The person who designed the roofing deserves their flowers. I haven't seen such a mall even anywhere else within Nairobi. And don't think about it even when it comes to Kampala. But this roofing, I was just looking at it for a minute. How did he even come to the point that rain will not go through? But regardless, wonders never end. The last top floor up, it has a couple of medical facilities, but basically what I did see up here, it was only the dental clinic. And I'm so glad that the hospital and the pharmacies are on the first floor. Now, also with time, I think they should rethink about it, getting most of these urgent healthcare kind of, things on the first floor. It is always better to have them on the first floor than having them on the, on the last floor up. Why? Someone should explain. Is it because they are cheaper up or anything like that? But regardless, this is also another section of the Garden City Mall. They do have a garden in case you have kids, you have toddlers, and toddlers have a lot of energy. They have a lot of energy. They have a pack water kind of system going on down here, and you have to pay a little bit. I believe it's about 200 bob, between 200 500 bob to 1,000 bob in case you want your kid to enjoy a couple of things into the park. But also, I can't forget the fact that it is one of those malls where actually they also have residency apartments on the block. Nairobi, but Nairobi, hey, you guys never able to surprise me. Residential apartments, but they are linked to the mall. This reminds me a lot the Two Rivers Mall. It really does. It reminds me a lot the Two Rivers Mall. That is this section of the mall. It's why actually it is called the Garden City Mall, because of the way how the garden is looks like it, the grass is mowed. I can't even speak. The grass is mowed. It has special places where people go chill. By the way, those are the apartments, but yeah, it is just amazing. When you are in here, you can feel like you're out of the mall, but actually you're not out of the mall. But in a nutshell, let me know, guys, what you think of the mall in the comment section below. Rate it for me in the comment section below, according to the list we have been to together. Yeah, don't forget also to subscribe, like, comment, and share out with friends and family. Let me meet you in my next one. Actually, that last part of the parking, that is the main parking. When it gets full, we go to the top parking I showed you. Bye, guys.